Mr. Ryan of Ohio, question one is, will you run for Senate in 2022?
Well, Lawrence, I'm very, very interested in it. I'm not going to lie about that. There's a lot of people calling from all around the state. You know, anytime you get an open seat like this, there's going to be some interest, and it's been overwhelming. And so, you know, we're all excited about the opportunity, but we're looking at it very, very closely, and we'll have more to say in the coming weeks.
Donald Trump has won Ohio 2 elections in a row, but Sherrod Brown, Democratic senator from Ohio, won in 2018. Is the Sherrod Brown approach to running statewide in Ohio the model for you?
There's no question that Sherrod's been able to run in Ohio and win because he talks about the issues that the average family, the average worker are facing every single day. And that's that the economy is way off track. It's not working for the vast majority of people in the state of Ohio or across the country. This model that has been built on greed doesn't work for most people. And you got to get back to those bread and butter issues, Lawrence, that I know you talk about a lot. It's pensions, not a real sexy issue for a lot of people, but there are people in Ohio that have lost their pension, gave up wages while they negotiated contracts so that that money could be saved for a later day. It's no longer there. They want health care. They want good schools. And as long as we stick to those things like wages and making things again and manufacturing and getting into the rural areas where we haven't really been successful, we can take this party and put it back on track to be a real national party that thrives in the industrial Midwest. And that's what makes it so appealing to so many of us with this new opportunity.
So the big political opportunity here is that the incumbent Republican, Rob Portman, has announced already that he's not going to run for re-election. That opens the field to Republicans. Congressman Jim Jordan, there was some speculation about. He seems to have indicated he's not going to run. Do you have any sense of what's developing on the Republican field?
Well, I think it's a shame Jim Jordan isn't running because that would be a fun race for, I think, a lot of people, including myself. But you know, they're going to have a very right-wing candidate. It looks like they're probably going to have some business people sprinkled in there, but it'll be a big Republican primary, and not sure what direction it'll go, but they'll be beating each other up pretty good. And I think there'll be an opportunity for us, really, Lawrence, to capture those working class people who may have voted for Donald Trump because this system has been broken for them for 30 or 40 years. They just can't get ahead. They just want a shot, an opportunity. Their kids have left. And so they took a couple of flyers on Trump. But I think with the right candidate and the right message about their interests, this election being about them, and much of the ways Joe Biden frames things, they'll come back home. They want somebody to care about them. And you know, if you do, they will respond accordingly. I mean, we don't really go to the rural areas. They think we don't appreciate them. They think a lot of Democrats look down on them. And then we don't show up there and affirm that inclination that they have. So the next campaign's got to really dig in rural Ohio and rural America.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.